You never cry in front of people. You never ask for help. When someone asks how you are, you say fine, even when you're falling apart inside. Everyone comes to you with their problems. You listen, you show up. But when you have a problem, you handle it alone, in silence. Because that's what you do. You're the strong one. And nobody ever thinks to ask if you're okay. Let me tell you about someone. Let's call him Alex. Alex is the person everyone calls in a crisis. His friends, his family, his co-workers, they all come to him. And Alex always shows up, always has the right words. But at night, alone in his apartment, Alex feels a kind of exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. A loneliness that exists even though he's surrounded by people who love him. He hasn't cried in front of anyone in years, not because he doesn't feel things, but because somewhere along the way he learned that his tears make other people uncomfortable, that his job is to hold things together, not to fall apart. He doesn't remember deciding to become the strong one. It just became who he is. Here's what most people don't understand. Being the strong one is not a personality trait. It's a role assigned to you, usually very early in life. Psychologists call this a compulsive caretaking pattern. It develops when a child learns that love and approval are connected to being reliable and emotionally controlled. And he was praised for it. "You're so mature for your age. I don't know what I'd do without you." Those words felt like love. So he kept going, kept suppressing his own needs to meet everyone else's. And now, decades later, that boy is a man who genuinely doesn't know how to ask for help. But here's where it gets deeper. The strong one doesn't just struggle to ask for help. He struggles to even identify that he needs it. When you've spent years pushing emotions down, your nervous system doesn't release that stress. It stores it in your body, in your shoulders, in your sleep. Research shows that people who chronically suppress emotions have higher cortisol levels, even when they appear calm. Their body is fighting a war that nobody can see. It shows up as exhaustion that never goes away. It shows up as quiet resentment toward the people he loves most. Not because they're bad people, but because he's been giving, and part of him is waiting for someone to notice he's running on empty. And sometimes it shows up as a single moment, a small thing. Someone says something careless, and something breaks open. And he cries in a way that surprises even him, because all the tears he didn't let himself cry are still there. They've been waiting. Here's the question that matters. Why can't you just stop? Because for the strong one, vulnerability doesn't feel like courage. It feels like danger. Somewhere in your history, showing weakness had consequences. So your brain built a defense system that automatically suppresses vulnerability before it can surface. That system protected you for a long time. But protection systems built for difficult environments don't always serve you in safe ones. Here's what starts to shift things. Real strength is not the absence of vulnerability. Real strength is the ability to feel what you feel and still choose how you respond. What most strong ones have is not strength. It's armor. And armor is heavy, and you've been wearing it for a very long time. Asking for help is not weakness. It is an act of trust. It is saying to another person, "I trust you enough to let you see me." And the hardest part, learning to tolerate being seen. Because the first time you let yourself be vulnerable, really vulnerable, it will feel wrong. It will feel unsafe. That feeling is not a sign that vulnerability is dangerous. It's a sign that it's new. The people in your life don't love you because you never need anything. They love you. Full stop. The version of you that struggles, doubts, needs, that version deserves to be loved too. You have spent years being the person everyone else could lean on. It is not weakness to finally lean back. You don't have to stop being strong. You just have to also let yourself be human. And that starts with one small thing. One person. One honest conversation where you say, "I'm not okay." That's it. That's where it starts. If this video put words to something you've been carrying, share it with the strong one in your life. Send it to him quietly. No explanation needed. He'll know. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in the next one.